Sons of Ham. History, not Hollywood. The Egyptians are the people who have inhabited the land of Egypt, centered along the Nile River from ancient times to the present. Their history spans over 5,000 years, evolving through complex cultural, political, and demographic changes. Below, I trace the development of the Egyptian people, their ethnic composition, and how they have transformed over time, focusing on key periods and influences. Ancient Egyptians, c. 3100 BCE, 332 BCE. The ancient Egyptians emerged around 3100 BCE with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt under the first pharaohs, marking the start of the Old Kingdom. They built a civilization renowned for its monumental architecture, including the pyramids, and a sophisticated culture with advancements in writing, hieroglyphs, mathematics, and religion. Ethnic and racial origins. The ancient Egyptians were primarily indigenous to the Nile Valley, descending from North African populations. Genetic studies of mummies, such as those from the 2017 Abusir el-Melek study, reveal genetic continuity with earlier Neolithic farmers from the Levant and Anatolia, along with some sub-Saharan African admixture, likely due to the influence of Nile trade routes. Their physical appearance likely varied, with skin tones ranging from light to dark brown, reflecting the diversity of North Africa. They were not a monolithic race, but a mix of local and regional ancestries. Cultural identity. They identified as Kemetians, from Kemet meaning black land, referring to the fertile Nile soil. Their society was organized around the Nile's cycles, with a strong emphasis on divine kingship and religion. Key developments: Old Kingdom, c. 2686–2181 BCE. The era of pyramid building, with centralized power under pharaohs like Khufu. Middle Kingdom, c. 2055–1650 BCE. A period of stability and cultural flourishing, with increased trade and contact with Nubians to the south. New Kingdom, c. 1550–1070 BCE. Egypt's imperial height, with conquests in the Levant and Nubia, leading to cultural exchange and some intermarriage with neighboring peoples like the Hyksos, Semitic invaders, and Nubians. Foreign influences. By the late period, c. 664–332 BCE, Egypt faced invasions and rule by Nubians, 25th dynasty, and Assyrians, introducing minor foreign elements into the population. Hellenistic and Roman Egypt, 332 BCE, 641 CE. In 332 BCE, Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, founding the Ptolemaic dynasty, which blended Greek and Egyptian cultures. After 30 BCE, Egypt became a Roman province, later part of the Byzantine Empire. Ethnic changes. The Ptolemaic rulers were Greek, and Greek settlers formed an elite class in cities like Alexandria. Intermarriage with native Egyptians was limited but did occur, resulting in the creation of a Greco-Egyptian urban class. Under Roman rule, small numbers of Romans and other Mediterranean peoples settled in Egypt, but the rural majority remained native Egyptians. Cultural shifts. Greek became the administrative language, and Hellenistic culture influenced art, religion, e.g., the cult of Serapis, and science. By the 1st century CE, Christianity spread, becoming dominant by the 4th century under Byzantine rule, reshaping Egyptian identity around Coptic Christianity. Population continuity. Genetic evidence suggests the native Egyptian population remained largely consistent, with minimal large-scale replacement by Greeks or Romans. Islamic and medieval Egypt, 641 CE 1517 CE. The Arab conquest of Egypt in 641 CE marked a significant shift. The Arabs introduced Islam and the Arabic language, fundamentally changing Egypt's cultural and demographic landscape. Ethnic and demographic impact. The initial Arab conquerors were a small military elite, but over the centuries, Arab tribes settled in Egypt, particularly in urban centers. Intermarriage with native Egyptians increased, and conversion to Islam became widespread by the 10th century. Some sub-Saharan African and Bedouin elements also entered through trade and